In a world filled with giants, one man dared to dream big. Phil Knight, co-founder of Nike, turned his passion for running into a global phenomenon that changed the way we think about sports and athleticism. But the path to success was anything but easy. This is the story of Phil Knight and his Just Do It journey. Picture this, it's 1962. A young Phil Knight, fresh out of business school, is restless and searching for something more. With just $50 and an idea that would make most entrepreneurs cringe, he decides to import high-quality running shoes from Japan. But here's the catch. He has no factory, no employees, and no guaranteed market. Just a dream. Pause for effect. Phil packs his bags and sets off on a journey around the world, fueled by ambition and adrenaline. He meets with Onitsuka Co., the manufacturer of Tiger shoes, a brand that would later evolve into ASICS. He secures a deal to distribute their shoes in America. But there's a problem. He's got no money to fund his new venture. So what does he do? He takes bold risks. Phil sells shoes out of his car at track meets, hustling like there's no tomorrow. Imagine him darting between athletes, shouting about the latest shoe technology while trying to convince them to buy from him instead of the established brands. Dramatic pause. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. In 1964, Phil teamed up with his former coach Bill Bowerman to form Blue Ribbon Sports. And you'd think that things would get easier, but they didn't. The company faced crippling cash flow issues and their initial sales were dismal. They were living paycheck to paycheck, just barely scraping by. Then came a turning point, an unexpected bold decision. In 1971, after years of selling other brands' shoes, Phil decided it was time for something new, an original brand. Enter Nike. The name was inspired by the Greek goddess of victory, appropriate for what was about to unfold. Pause for impact. With just $35 for the logo design from a college student named Carolyn Davidson, yes, you heard right, Nike was born. But creating a new brand meant taking even bigger risks. With every penny they made reinvested into marketing and production, they knew they had to capture the hearts of athletes. And capture hearts they did. In 1972, Nike launched its first major advertising campaign during the Olympic trials, a gamble that paid off. Athletes started wearing Nike shoes and soon after, they found themselves on the podiums. But wait, just when it seemed like everything was falling into place, disaster struck again. In 1977, an internal dispute arose with Onitsuka over supply issues leading them to end their partnership. Once again on shaky ground, Phil had to pivot yet again. Instead of giving up or losing faith, he decided it was time for Nike to create its own manufacturing process. This leap of faith led to the introduction of iconic models like the Cortez and the Air Max, transforming Nike into a powerhouse brand known not just for quality, but for innovation. Take a breath. Now let's fast forward to 1988, the game-changer moment. Enter. Just do it. This slogan wasn't just a tagline, it became a movement. It resonated with people everywhere, a call to action that spoke directly to their aspirations and struggles. And as if that wasn't enough, Phil Knight took another risk by signing Michael Jordan as a spokesperson in 1984, an investment that would redefine sports marketing forever. The Air Jordan line exploded in popularity. It wasn't just about basketball anymore, it became a cultural phenomenon. Pause. Fast forward again, by 1990s, Nike had become synonymous with sportswear worldwide. They were more than just shoes. They were about lifestyle and attitude, empowering athletes at all levels. Phil's vision transformed not only athletic wear but also how we view fitness and determination. Now let's talk impact. Today, Nike is worth over $30 billion. And Phil Knight? He's recognized as one of the most influential figures in business history. Beyond profits, his legacy lies in inspiring millions across the globe, from Olympic athletes to everyday runners, all saying, just do it. But Phil didn't stop there. He's continued his journey through philanthropy, investing in education initiatives, and supporting various causes worldwide. His influence reaches far beyond sports. He encourages others to chase dreams relentlessly. Dramatic pause for emphasis. So what can we learn from Phil Knight? It's simple. Dare to dream big, embrace failure, take risks, and above all, just do it. Phil Knight's journey reminds us all that success is not merely about winning, it's about resilience, creativity, and a passion that refuses to be extinguished. As we wrap up this incredible story, remember, every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. So go out there, take your dreams seriously, and start your own journey today. Because if there's one thing we can learn from Phil Knight, it's that the only limits are the ones we place upon ourselves. So let's lace up our shoes and take that first step together, because who knows where your journey might lead? Just do it.